Hi. So first off, let me just say welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming. And I just want to create this quick little video to show you just kind of something that I find interesting. It's something that you can just kind of play around with. You know, you can probably spend hours just kind of messing around with, try and broaden your technology knowledge, whatever you may want to call it. And some of you may just be wondering, so how does a hacker exactly start off what they do? So anyways, it's more simple than many people may think. However, in this short little video, I'm just going to show you how to get up to the point of at the login section. Once you break that login, that means that you are into their server. So, in order to do this on a beginner setup, as I am using for the purpose of this video, I am running Windows 8.1, and I am using the following programs of PuTTY, which is, PuTTY is a type of SSH program, also used for many other types of things that you can mess around with. However, I'm just going to use it for an SSH shell script to command line in to the server. So, and then I'm using NMap, a NMap program, network mapping. Essentially, this is used to check the ports. There are different types of scans available, as I will go over later. And then you are going to need to use command prompt. On Windows like 7 and below, there's a little start menu right here where you'll click it, search up CMD, just press enter, and it should open it up. On Windows 8 and 8.1, as I'm using, you have to go over here, swipe from the bottom up or from the top down, and there's other ways to get to the search. And once again, just type in CMD and press enter. This will then bring up command prompt. And then finally on Windows 10, right here, there will be another little start menu where you can click search CMD. Other operating systems, you should know how to search for your command prompt. However, since I am using Windows, the commands may be different depending on your operating system. So anyways, to start off, many people may think to get an IP you just have to do ping just the website. Alright, now anyways, so for the purpose of this, I'm going to be trying to ping and get to the login stage of Hypixel. Many people may know this. It is a very popular Minecraft server network, and I'm just going to be using them for the purpose of this video. So anyways, many beginners may just think that you just have to do ping hypixel.net and you're good. That's not always the case. For example, in my case, whenever I press enter, it brings up an IPv6 address. Now, if this happens to you and you get confused because all these other things may be talking about an IP address and you're looking for all the numbers but you don't see them, don't worry, it's a very simple fix. All that you have to do is put -4 on the end of it. And now you will get the number version of the IP. So, now that you have this number IP, many people will just take this, plug it in, and try to go from there. And you will encounter many errors. You will not find port 22 open on this IP. Now the reason being is because Hypixel.net is a web server. We are trying to get into the server that the SSH is hosted off of. So that would not be a web server. Now, Hypixel has an IP that they have published that you are supposed to use to connect through via Minecraft. The reason is because it connects you directly to the main server, the main network, not the website. So, we have to do the one that they have. It is, in this case, it has a subdomain of MC, so it's mc.hypixel.net. In the case of subdomains, I normally don't have to put a -4. It goes ahead and gives me a number IP. If yours does not do this and it gives you an IPv6, then you just have to put -4 on the end and you'll be all set. And vice versa, if you put -6 on the end, it will give you the IPv6 address, if you would like that for whatever reason. So anyways, now that we have the IP that we want, you can see right here that the IPs are very much different. So we need 209.222.115.37. So we're just going to put that, so we are just going to put that into right there. And now, as I said before, essentially the intent scan, this will essentially give you everything that you will need to know, and chances are even more, because it does an intent scan. Then you can also add in the UDP. You can check all TCP ports, whether they're open or not. Obviously these would take longer. You can also do an intent scan without ping scan. Then you can do all of these scans individually. So anyways, what we're going to do, we're just going to do the intent scan for the purpose of the video. So now that you have the IP put in, whatever scan that you would like selected, you can do more research to find in depth of what all these scans do. And now we are just going to click scan. Now the purpose of this is to find is port 22 open on this IP address. So it may take a few seconds before it gives us the forgot what the scan is called, the stealth scan. And we can now see here that these are 3 open ports right here. Now what we are looking for is port 22. So now, since we do see port 22, we now know that port 22 is open and we can continue on. If you may be wondering what these ports are, essentially port 80 I believe is HTTP, and port 443 is HTTPS. Okay, so now that we know that port 22 is open, we are just going to input the IP right in here, if we can copy it. And now you have to make sure that you have your connection type as SSH, your port as 22. Also, using PuTTY, you can do different types of logging, terminals, you can make the window appearance look different, and there's many different things that you can do in this. Or for the purpose of this video, we're just going to be using the basic settings, and all you have to do is click open. For your first time of doing this for an IP, you may get a little message that may say that your connection might be insecure, etc., etc. Basically, you just have to click yes, since you are connecting through an IP. If you have a proxy, that would be better. Although, unless you think that they're actually going to try and track you down for pinging them, I don't believe that you will need one. So anyways, now we are at the part to log in, as right here is where the more advanced hackers come into place, where you can crack the username and the password, whatever that may be. Since this is a large network, it's going to have more advanced protocols that takes into security. In most cases, the username will actually just be root. If they are buying it from a company, the username may be customer, or it may be as simple as user, admin, or it could simply be a space. It could be pretty much anything. But as we can see here, we can just test out root. And now here's kind of the downside. If it doesn't work, then our PuTTY session is now inactive. Launch it back up again and try another username. Alright, so thank you for watching. Please come back to my channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. Comment any questions that you may have, errors, maybe anything that you may want to see a good tutorial on. anything of that sort. So thank you and have a good day.